We are live from ISC West 2025 in Las Vegas. I'm joined by Patrick from Master Lock. Yale, how are you doing today?
Hey, I'm fantastic. It's always great to be here at ISC West, right? All the great minds in our industry are here, so it's so fun to spend time with them. Doing really well.
Okay, and now I know you guys are releasing a lot of new stuff this year, but I want to talk about your Yale Pro residential because this is what people learn and love from Yale is these door locks.
So it's really great to be here talking about our Pro SL products and our new Pro 2 products. And as you can see, we have a lot of styles and finishes and different looks. From a very aggressively priced Z-Wave only product that is touchscreen or push button and key free, right? Or our new Pro 2 series of locks that you see in the back there. Again, a really great form factor, a nice look, but some of the updates you'll see as we've moved forward, right? Is, for example, the difference in the interior side of the lock, right? That one there on the new Pro 2 series is about an inch and a quarter smaller than its predecessor. Again, still 4AA alkaline batteries, but again, a great sleek style and update. And then here you even see our Anderson product, right? That is made by Yale for Anderson doors. Again, a really nice form factor, very sleek design, and really builds out our Pro channel very nicely.
So there's something you mentioned, you have a Z-Wave door lock here, and I think this is something you're introducing as well, the Z-Wave and Zigbee communication protocol now inside of your locks. Can you touch a little bit more on this?
Sure. So, we've got locks in our Pro channel, some of which are just Z-Wave. Z-Wave is very, very popular in the Pro channel, and so the Z-Wave is actually baked into these locks. But as you move into our new Pro 2 series of locks, right, you'll see modular flexibility. So, for example, this lock here in the back could be Z-Wave, it could be Zigbee, it could be Wi-Fi, it could be Matter as we move along with Matter. But it also has Bluetooth on board, baked into it. So that lock out of the box is always going to be smart in that it's got Bluetooth on board. But depending on what you're integrating it with, for example, it could be Z-Wave. Again, could be Wi-Fi, could be Zigbee, or maybe soon to be Matter by just changing out that module in the back, providing it, that modularity. So pretty neat stuff, right? And I'll tell you, and it's why our customers continue to come back to us and use our product because of that flexibility.
Yeah, I like that. And I believe, for residential use, it's easy to switch doors cartridge and just adapt to your situation.
100%. It really is. I mean, think about this. Let's say you have a Zigbee lock on your door, but in 6 months you want it to be Z-Wave. Can you imagine having to change out that entire lock just to change that technology? What a waste of a great piece of hardware, right? So all we would ask you to do is change out that radio or that integrator, right, that you might be working with could provide you with the radio that's required for that communication. Neat stuff.
And just as an example, is it possible to see where the cartridge is located in a door lock?
Of course. That's the fun part, right? Seeing what's under the hood, right? So really simple. Front side of the lock, right? In this case, it's a touchscreen with a keyway. Interior side of the lock has the thumb turn. And then underneath this cover here, you'll see the 4AA batteries. And of course, this is where that modular device would go. And this is that modular radio. In this case, it's Z-Wave. But again, as I've said, could be Zigbee, could be Wi-Fi, could be Matter. And that modularity is taken care of right there.
I love it. I love it. The ease of installation is always what people are looking forward to. But now, let's go to the main dish. I think going to Yale commercial application, this is something many people were looking forward to because you've built trust with your brand and now you have it for commercial application. Now I know
we do.
First day, really busy at ISC West, but can we move a little bit closer to this?
Work our way over there, you bet. If this wasn't busy and crowded over here, I'd be very disappointed. So this is really what we're talking about in a big way here. Multifamily over the last 5-6 years has just skyrocketed. And we've always had a nice presence there, right? And we could always address kind of the single unit doors very, very nicely with a lot of our Pro Series locks, right? But we understand there's other needs there, right? So in multifamily, you might need a 90-minute UL fire rating. We don't want to have to steer you towards just one lock that has a 90-minute rating. We want to provide you with a breadth of products that provide you with a 90-minute rating. Again, from our single-family deadbolt to what might be a mortise lock requirement in multifamily. We do this on a lot of retrofits. Big cities where doors have already been prepped for mortise, let's say. Somebody wants to make that facility smart. They don't want to have to, of course, change out all the doors. So what do? They buy a connected mortise lock from Yale. It installs in a very similar fashion to our other locks. Again, it can come in a key-free touchscreen. It could be keyed. It could be push button. And on the interior, you're going to find that same flexibility that allows you to change out that connectivity. Again, Wi-Fi, Matter, Z-Wave, Zigbee, whatever that may be. So that's the mortise lock. Then as you move over to this lock here, you're seeing a bored cylindrical lever, right? So again, let's say we walk in a multifamily and our customer says, we want to protect those single family unit doors, and we say, great. But they say, you know what, we've got some shared spaces. We have a fitness center, we have an office space. We have a requirement for a lock that may have a 90-minute fire rating, or maybe even more so than that. We're going to talk about a cylindrical lever that's going to hold up to that wear and tear and that abuse on a door that's getting used multiple times a day, right? So that could be your cylindrical lever. It's a great product, not just for multifamily, but now we start to talk about and think about healthcare or schools or small to medium business, right? The applications are really kind of endless. So it really takes us into that next layer of multifamily, small business, etc.
And showcasing these new products.
Yeah.
What would you say to the installers, integrators that are listening? What makes it different from your competition?
Yeah, I think here's the thing. One is all of our products really harmonize very nicely, right? And I don't use that word loosely. When I say they harmonize nicely, if you understand how to install one of our residential single family kind of products, this is going to be very intuitive to you. It's going to install in a very similar fashion. But for example, borehole size can vary on doors. We've got a small borehole adapter in all of our locks that allows you to adjust if necessary. It is very rare that you should have to prep a door differently than it's already prepped to install one of our locks. You know, sometimes you run into the occasional alignment issue or something that's kind of unique, but 9 out of 10 times, heck, 99.9 times out of 100, that's not going to be an issue, and it's going to install very simply. And again, I think it's because they all harmonize so nicely. If you can do that one, you can do this one, you'll be able to do the next one.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. The flexibility of soft solution is so helpful when you're integrating in a building and you just want to add more product of quality like the one from Yale that you have here.
That's it, right? We kind of make it simple, easy. We really do. And again, our goal is to always pull our partners forward. You know, we don't want to feel like we're leaving them behind. We want to help them stay current by offering the latest and greatest technology that allows them to move forward, right, and improve upon what they're already doing. And if we make that difficult, if we don't listen to them, if we don't give them the things they need, then we're falling behind. Then we've missed the boat. So we continually try to pull them forward by making it intuitive, easy to install, and familiar.
And now, we've spent a lot of time talking about Yale, but as the banner shows, it's a Master Lock boot as well for your small and medium business. Is it possible to navigate through the boot to see some Master Lock equipment?
Yeah, let's go this way. It's really crowded today, which is great. So here you're seeing our Master Lock product, right? And it looks very similar to some of the Yale product you're seeing, but this is really designed and engineered for that small, medium business. Again, as I mentioned, healthcare, schools, etc., right? But you're seeing a cylindrical board lever here. Again, comes in many different finishes. In this case, a touchscreen, could be a push button as well, keyed in addition. Here you're seeing a mortise lock from Master Lock. Again, very similar to the Yale product, but really designed for small business, right? The firmware is a little bit different, a little more unique. And then again, another cylindrical lever in that case. But don't forget, with Master Lock, we do a lot of fun things, which include Bluetooth padlocks, lock boxes as well. Our goal has always been, if we go into a situation and somebody has a need around door hardware or locking mechanisms, we want to give them options, right? We don't want to ever say, hey, we can do that, but we can't do this. That's not ideal. So we want to give them breadth of product that addresses all of these things, and again, makes it very easy for them to do what they need to do.
Yeah, and I also see that you integrated the flexibility that you had in Yale also in your Master Lock locks.
So again, I brought up that word modularity a lot. And that modularity is really what provides our customers flexibility to change over time. Again, whether it's Wi-Fi, Zigbee, Z-Wave, etc. And I think that's just given us a huge advantage over our competition.
And now, what would you say is the philosophy behind the technology behind Master Lock and Yale being under the same flag? What does that provide to your customers?
Oh my gosh. Like when I say the word Master Lock or I say Yale, people immediately identify with that. Like these are brands that are over hundreds of years old, right? These are solid brands that have been around for such a long time. So just the branding of these products collectively, I think says a lot about who we are and how we operate under Fortune brands and the kind of organizations that are Fortune brands. I think the collaboration between the organizations is very powerful as well. We've got great minds working on this stuff collectively, and we're just bringing two great brands to the market.
So even after 100 years, we still have the reliability of Master Lock and Yale under the same roof. But now, Patrick, a question for you. What does it mean to be at ISC West, and what do you want to say to the viewers that are watching right now?
Oh my gosh, this is Disneyland for those of us that are in this industry, right? I mean, one is we're just surrounded by a lot of great minds, and we can learn from our competitors, right? We learn from others in the industry, which is really kind of neat. There are fabulous integrators here and wholesale partners here that we have an opportunity to strengthen our relationships with. And frankly, we get to see our competitors, and that's not a bad thing, right? We want to know what they're doing and what's going on, and we want to see how our product measures up. And I will tell you, I think our product exceeds what we had hoped right here at ISC West. So I can't think of a more fun place to be. This is my 15th or 16th year, and I hope I do it for another 10.
Well, I hope to see you in another 10. Patrick, thank you for meeting today.
You bet.
Have a great show.
Thank you. Thanks.